Thank you. It's nice to be back.
No qualms about leaving New York City?
You know, it'll always be a very special place to me. But when I got on Route 84, I don't know, it just felt right. You know? Somehow, when I wasn't looking, Port Charles became home.
So you wanted to talk. I'm hoping that it's about a job.
I'm working on it. Actually, the reason why I called is I want to talk to you about your mother.
I thought maybe...
We want to do farm to table, which means greenhouses for winter months, as well as supplemental produce from warmer parts of the country. Look, we can do this later if you want.
I'm sorry. I just got a lot on my mind, Michael.
Well, I'm here if you need to talk.
No, this is all me.
Boss visitor.
Michael, can we talk about your plans later? Mike, is that all right?
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't our esteemed district attorney, shouldn't you be out politicking?
I've got the election in the bag.
Look, I've barely spoken to my mother since her first round of lies came out, especially now with her sleeping with Morgan. So whatever it is you want to tell me, I doubt that I want to know.
I get it, Kiki, believe me. I think it's important that you hear this.
Okay.
Step in my office.
Nice office.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I went to New York was to help Sam Morgan find out about her family's past, hers and Ava's.
Sorry, you lost me. What would Sam's past have to do with my mom?
Remember when I told you about Ava's brother?
Right, you said that you never met him, but he was rich and connected and helped her start her art gallery, right?
Yeah, we have a name for him now. Julian Jerome.
Well, so far...
We haven't been introduced. Michael Corinthos. You're prosecuting my, AJ Quartermain.
Mike.
What of it?
Mr. Lazaro and I have business to take care of, okay?
Right. Sorry. We'll talk later. Don't forget. Vote Lazaro.
You got it.
Julian Jerome.
Did Ava ever mention him?
Have you met my mother? She never told me the truth about anything.
Yeah. Your grandfather's name was Victor Jerome, and obviously Julian was his son.
Was?
I've been told he's dead. Your grandfather's dead, but your grandmother's very much alive.
Grandmother?
Yeah. Delia. There was several last names. I believe the final one was Crane, and she's alive and well in New York City, and I don't know, I think she'd like to meet you at some point. I have her number in case you ever want to look her up.
Wow. I'm guessing in keeping with the family tradition, she doesn't know about me either.
No.
Awesome. There's this whole family that I knew nothing about. You and a grandmother?
And Sam's your cousin.
Sam Morgan is my cousin. This is a mess.
Oh, yeah. Well, Sam's not so bad. She's a little feisty, but once you get to know her...
No, that's not what I meant. No, Sam is great. Michael has nothing but great things to say about her. I thought that I was related to Danny for 2 seconds when I thought that Franco was my father, and now I find out that I am related to Danny, but through Sam.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Very. Kind of like starting Game of Thrones with season 3.
With less bloodshed. I mean, hopefully.
I just wish that my mom gave me just the slightest clue that I was related to these people.
It's possible Ava wasn't just covering up her family's mob ties, but her own.
Okay, so we have to limit the dessert menu to 6 choices. So which one would you pick?
Me, black coffee. I gotta watch my girlish figure.
One bite's not gonna kill you, come on.
How about Morgan? Get him to taste these babies. He can afford the calories.
He's not interested.
You two are still on the outs because of Kiki.
Oh, Kiki's only part of it. He basically resents everything about me. Which I hate because we were so close when we were kids, you know?
Don't beat yourself up over it. Michael, you were a great big brother to Morgan. You always took care of him, tried to make sure things were okay for him. So whatever Morgan is going through now, deep down, he knows you're his big brother and that you love him.
Yeah, I hope so.
You could always try smacking him upside the head.
Like you did with Milo?
You see? Now there's a perfect example. Milo quit working for the boss, mother of all blowouts. But we worked our way back. You and Morgan will too. You'll see.
don't start apologizing, Mikey? Okay, why don't you start apologizing for stealing my wife, first of all? And then you can apologize for always coming first with Mom, with Dad, with everyone. And then you can apologize for stealing everything that should have been mine.
This is pointless, okay? You gotta leave.
Oh, now I can't even stand in my dad's office.
You know the rules. No one's allowed in here.
Oh, except you!
Morgan, get out of here or I'm gonna throw you out.
Okay, Mikey. Then start throwing.
Have you
I know that my mom is a liar and she always has an agenda. But if I'm hearing you correctly, you think that she is a mob boss?
No, she's very bossy, but I'm not sure she's the boss, you know. She's just involved. After all, she's the one that told me her brother Julian was connected.
I know that you're angry with my mom, and God knows I am, but to assume that she's an actual criminal, there could be another explanation,
Yes.
right?
Yes, and maybe you'll have better luck getting answers from Ava than I did.
I'll think about that one.
I just wish I could have brought you better news.
You brought me the truth. Not the real improvement.
Max, make sure no one sees our guest list.
Go out.
Yeah?
Thank you, Mr. Goodness.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Dad?
Yep.
Look, that's not the first time I've seen you and Lazaro together. So what are you up to?
Well,
Look, Lazaro is prosecuting AJ. I know how much you hate him and how much you want him to pay for Connie's death, but even AJ deserves the right to a fair trial.
We don't need to discuss this.
Hey.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez, hi.
Hello, Kiki.
What was that about?
Yeah, just me trying to have a conversation about something that's not my business to have. How'd it go with Silas? Was he able to get you a job?
No, but I did get a grandmother, a cousin, and a dead uncle. I found out that my mystery uncle's name is Julian Jerome.
Oh, so your mom's one of those Jeromes.
It looks that way. It is that way. Her father was Victor Jerome. Julian Jerome was her brother, and Silas thinks that that's proof that she is a member of the mob.
Kiki, that day you told me that your mom might have a brother, and my dad overheard and asked you about it.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, you know, my dad's business has been having difficulties. A shipment was blown up, and his warehouse was trashed.
They didn't find out who did it, right?
The name Jerome had been mentioned.
They think my mom is behind it.
Look, we're not sure, but no one should make an enemy of my father.
Derek.
On the next General Hospital.
Derek is sleeping with your son.
Why do you really want to go to Franco's show?
What could you possibly know about Lazaro?
I gotta tell my dad about this.
No, you can't do that.
Sonny is gonna have you killed.
Julian Jerome dies tonight.